Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's tutorial. And in today's tutorial we'll be learning how to make this balloon dress with a strap sleeve. Thank you so much to my returning subscribers and to my new subscribers as well. Thank you very much. So without wasting your time, let's just get right into the video. So we're going to start by rolling our starting line, and after doing that, this is we're taking our measurement like off shoulder because we have a strap sleeve. So we're just going to divide our band or our strap sleeve into two. Whatever we get there, mine is 15, so it's 7.5. So I'm going to do 7.5 to get my hip line. We don't need the bust or the chest or whatever line, we don't need that. So it's 7.5 to get our hip line. After getting our hip line, the next line is our lining line. Our lining line and that of the full length line, they are two different lines because this is a balloon gown, and the last line is the full length or the ankara length. It is a balloon gown, so the length will fold underneath to meet with that of the lining to give that balloon effect. I don't know if you understand. So we're just going to rule the lines just like so, which we have actually measured. So these are the only three lines that we'll actually be working with. So the first line is our hip line, the second line is our lining line, the third line is the full length or the ankara line. So now at the starting line, we're just going to do our bust measurement divided by 4 plus 1.5. We don't need excess allowance for this, plus 1.5. Then on the hip line, you're just going to add extra 5 inches to your exact hip. If your hip is 40, make it 45 divided by 4 plus 1.5. And whatever you get on the hip line, that's what you're going to take till the full length. So we're just going to connect. After doing that, our next measurement we are going to take is our neck width measurement. So mine is 11 inches, so we're just going to divide that into two. Where whatever you get, that's where your strap is going to start from. And we're done with the drafting, so we're just going to cut this out. So the neck width, you can make use your tape to place around like one bra end meeting with the other bra end if you don't know how to take that measurement. So then for the strap, you can even, do your bra hand down to the back or whichever way you want it to be. So after doing that, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to fold out the exact length, because like I said, we have that of the lining and that of the full length. So I just folded the full length out so I can be able to cut it on my lining. So I'm just going to place out, because if we don't do that, we're using a splash and spread method, so we can um affect it. So I'm just going to take out the lining first, so by the time I do splash and spread, I'm not going to be confused. That's why we're taking the lining out first. So we're just going to cut that, adding about 0.5 and both at the bottom and the top. I forgot to cut out my starting line. Please don't forget to do that, which gave my lining an extra length, but that's perfectly okay. So we're just going to measure that of our neck width, which I told you, divided by 2. And then we're going to mark that on the lining, because that is where our strap is going to start from the front and also the back. And mind you, our lining is folded into 4, which has given me both the back and the front. So now we're just going to place back again. Like I said, we've removed the lining. Now we want to work on our ankara. So the lining does not have any excess. You just cut as your drafting sheet is. So whatever you have on your starting line, you're just going to divide that into 4, because we actually want to make this a splash and spread. So we want like an even number to demarcate, or to cut out, to slash and to spread all of them. So I'm just going to take that. We divided into 4, so we are going to have 4 lines, if you understand. So now we're just going to roll all the way down. So for this balloon dress, I actually worked with only 3 yards. So if you want yours to be very big, depending on the size, I really wanted mine to be very free on me, like something I could wear around the house or go out to get something. So we're just going to roll our lines all the way down to the full length, because like I said, this is a splash and spread. And then we're going to indicate this is our 1, our 2, our 3, and then our number 4. So after that, the next we're going to do is we're just going to cut out. So we're just going to cut all of them out. Like I said, please don't forget cut out your starting line. I did actually at this point, but for the lining, I did not do that. So we're just going to cut this out. So whatever your bust measurement divided by 4 plus 1.5 is, you're just going to divide that into 4. Whatever you get, 1.2, 1.3, 10, whatever you get, just use that for your even measurement. So for our ankara, we're also folding that into 4 because I'm cutting both the back and the front together. So we're just going to fold our fabrics into 4 just like so, and then we'll start our splash and spread. So before we do that, we're just going to rule a line which is going to start as our starting line. And the reason we're doing that is so we have everything at the top even, because if you're using your imagination, one side might be at the top, one side will be lower than one side by 1 inches and all of that. So it's necessary to have a starting line. So we're just going to place the first one, and then we pin just like so. Hold with our pins. I used a spacing of 4.5 inches. So if you want to do 5 inches, if you're using like let's say you're using like a silk material, you can do 5 inches. But for ankara, I did 4.5 inches. So we're just going to mark, and then we place the second one, like whichever of the slashes you're spreading on the fabric, you're just going to have an allowance of 4.5 inches, like I did for the first one, you do for the second one again. That was why we actually marked 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll know where will be the center front, we'll also know where will be the sides. I don't know if you understand. So we're just going to pin again. This is the first, this is the second, this is the third. We're still marking 4.5 again. So it's better you start marking, don't use your eye gauge. So one side will not be bigger than one side and all of that. It's better everything is even. So then we're just going to mark the last. So you see why the starting line is there, so they can all start from that point, and then we just pin just like so. And also, just as we did for the lining, we're just going to leave about 0.75 to 1 inches, and for the top 0.5 inches, or your exact top, it's completely fine. And then we open the sides. So after doing that, the next thing we're going to do is for the strap. Like I said, my strap is 15 inches divided by 2, 7.5. So I'm just going to cut out, and also on the strap I have a bold pleated part on it, though I didn't show that, but it just you folding your ankara and then just pleating on it. So this is for my strap. Depend on how bold or how tiny you want your strap to be, it's completely fine, whichever way you want it to be. After doing that, the next thing we're going to do is to bring back our main fabric just like so, and then we take out the pins that we have on it, because we want to start working on it. We're actually done with our drafting pieces. So the next thing we'll do is to label on the ankara, because right now everywhere is now looking square, though the down part is greater than the upper part. So you're just going to label where will be your up, but even without labeling, I'm going to show you how you're going to indicate where is the top and where is the bottom. So the next thing we'll do is to bring our lining. The lining, we don't have any excess on it. So the lining will be the easy part to show us where is our top and where, despite the fact we have those notches on it. So we are just going to measure what we have at the top of the lining, and mine is 26 inches. And also we're going to check what we have at the bottom, and mine is 29 inches. So whatever you get at the top of the lining or the bottom of the lining, that is exactly how you are going to pleat on your ankara. So the top you are going to pleat, or you're going to gather, whichever way to get 26. The bottom you are also going to pleat or gather, whichever way to get 29. So I've gone ahead to pleat on my bands just as I stated earlier. So I'm just going to bring the lining, and you remember the part that we notched for the hand sleeve, or for the band rather, the part that we did our neck width divided by 2. So we're just going to we had an excess on the band, so we're just going to minus one out of it. But if you don't want your band to be as free as mine, you can as well just place the band like exactly on the length of your strap. So we're just going to pin just like so. On we're pinning on the lining, we're not joining the lining and the material first, we're working on the lining first. So you see what I am doing. So we're just going to flip back and then pin on the other lining as well. We've done for the first one, pinned on the two sides, we actually notched it, so know where we're working with. Then we're going to turn again and then pin for the next on the next lining again. So after pinning that, we're going to pin the next one again, just like so. I hope you understand. Now, the reason why we're doing this is because we want some neat finishing on the balloon, just because we cannot close on the side. So now I'm checking for the side that has 29, because I'm going to join the bottom part first. Like I said, we're doing all of this pattern, so the balloon joining is going to be very neat and beautiful. The balloon is like a circle, just like having a joining at the side. It will have a joining at the side, but if it is properly joined, it will be very beautiful. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to join the end part first, not the top. So on both sides, they're just going to join the bottom part, which is the 29. You join it for the two lining. So the main material which you have already gathered, that's what I'm talking about. So you'll just take it and flip right side facing each other, and then on the Ankara fabric as well, right side facing each other, you're just going to join the end part. So after joining it, this is what I have joined for the both side. Now we want to join for the top. Now what we are going to do is we are just going to gather one side just like so, and then flip on the other side, flip it inside the other one, arrange the top. You can see how it is, then we can join. So I don't know, take it out. I'm taking it out again, so you see how it is to join the top. We're just going to gather this other side and fix it inside. Please, when fixing, make sure your hand is properly arranged, and then we'll put the top part. We've gone ahead to join the bottom part, so now we're joining the top part. So we're just going to do it just like so for one of them. And also remember, the sides are open at this point, so we're just going to stitch. So this is what it looks like after we've stitched. We're just going to open up from any side and bring out, because we've actually joined only one part. You can see how the part is coming out this way. It gives like a neat finishing at the top and also the sleeve, so you can see how it is. So we are going to turn again and then carry the side that we have actually worked on. The side that we've worked on, we're just going to gather that side again, just as we did for the other one, and put it inside the side that we have not worked on. And then now it is possible you can as well not join your sleeve first, your strap first, before doing this. Like when you want to do it, you join the strap, then you can use it and cover at the top again. This way it will help the finishing to be neat. So we're just going to pin to know where the straps are going to be, should in case you did not pin or maybe stitch down immediately. So you take it to your sewing machine and then you work on the top again. Mind you, we have not joined the sides. So now this is what it looks like. So now we have joined the both sides, but we've not joined the sides. Now we're going to look, we're actually doing this because we're working on like gradual processes, so our balloon dress is going to come out very beautiful. So now to join the side, the next thing we are going to do, you can see how it's coming out very well. The next thing we're going to do is to join the side. We're just going to join the right side, the Ankara to Ankara, and the right side, the Ankara right side facing each other, and the lining. You can see how I'm doing it. We're just going to clap it together just like so, and then you flip, you turn it. So the Ankara will be facing the Ankara, the lining will be facing the lining. So you're just going to pin. By the time you're turning, you see the other part will just fall inside. Don't worry, when you're doing yours, you see how it is as well. So you're just going to pin and then you sew round at this point, because we took our bust measurement plus 1.5 inches, so you just stitch like 1 inches. If you want it to be loose, you can as well just stitch half inches. So you are just going to stitch all the way around. Now after stitching all the way around, you bring it out now from the other side. You know, one side has been joined but the other side hasn't been joined. You can see how it's looking. So you see how it's looking as if there is no joining. Everywhere is now looking circle. So exactly what we did on this other side is what we are going to do on this side. We're just going to clap it together again, right side facing each other. When I'm doing it on the video, it will look as if it's impossible. The moment you just do them lining to lining, anchor to anchor, you see how easy it will come off. So we're just going to pin like so, and then after doing that, we're just going to turn. But on this one, because this is the last part, you're not just going to stitch everywhere. You keep one part open so you can turn. So after that, we'll just, after sewing around, we're just going to turn from the opening that we have, and we'll just flip it just like so. So at this point, you can now see what the lining looks like inside. So we're just going to stitch this open end from inside just like so, and then let's turn over to the right side. You can see what our balloon dress is looking like, and we're literally done. We're basically done with this tutorial. So thank you so very much for staying tuned to the end of this tutorial. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification, because amazing videos will be dropping on this channel. So bye for now, and thank you very much.